Didn't expect to feel this way. Not after everything I gave. Not after learning how to be alone so comfortably. You didn't come like a storm. Didn't break what I rebuilt before. You just stayed quiet and true. And somehow I stayed too. You feel like home to me, like somewhere I can breathe, not pulling me apart, just holding where I am. You feel like home tonight. Everything feels right, not rushing, not too fast, just something built to last. I'm not afraid when you are near. There's nothing I need to disappear. No walls, no need to hide. I just exist beside. You don't ask me to be more than what I've already learned before. You just take me as I am, and I don't have to pretend. You feel like home again. Not now, not then. Just something I can trust without turning to dust. Maybe this is what it means to love without extremes. Not falling out of place, but finding steady space. And I don't try to hold too tight or question if it's right. I just let it slowly grow at a pace I know. You feel like home, and I wanna stay here. I used to hold my breath inside every time I let someone close, afraid of what I couldn't hide, afraid of what they'd know. I built my walls so quietly, so no one could reach me. I thought that's how it had to be, to keep what's left of me. But something feels different now. When you're around, I don't feel the need to run or come undone. I don't feel scared with you like I used to. No shadows in my chest, no fear I can suppress. I don't feel scared tonight. It just feels right, like I can finally stay without pushing you away. You don't rush into my space. You don't try to take my place. You just stand there next to me and let me be. I don't lose myself in this or disappear like I once did. I stay here fully aware, and you're still there. I don't feel scared again, not now, not then. Just something soft and true when I'm with you. Maybe this is what it means to let go of all try to pull away or overthink what I should say. I just let the silence speak and feel something unique. I don't feel scared with you, and that means everything. I learned to keep my world in place, a quiet, careful kind of space where nothing came too close to me, where I could finally breathe. I didn't want to feel again or let someone back in. I thought love would take away the peace I fought to save, but you don't move like what I knew. You don't undo what I've been through. You stand beside, you don't invade. You let the silence stay. You didn't break my peace. You didn't take from me. You didn't pull me into something I couldn't keep. You didn't break my calm tonight. You kept it right. You let me stay the same without changing my name. I don't feel lost when you are here. There's nothing I need to disappear. I'm still myself, I'm still okay, and you don't take that away. You don't rush what I can't give. You let me learn how to live with something soft, something real, without forcing what I feel. You didn't break my peace again, not now, not then. Just something I can trust without turning to dust. Maybe this is what it means to love without extremes, not losing who I am, just holding out my hand. And I don't try to hold too tight or question what is right. I just let it slowly be and stay with me. You didn't break my peace. You gave me more of it. I didn't say much for a while. I kept everything inside. Words felt heavy in my chest, so I let silence do the rest. I thought you'd slowly fade away, like everyone before this day. But you didn't turn or leave. You stayed right next to me. You stayed when I was quiet. Didn't try to fight it. Didn't ask for more or what I was hiding for. You stayed when I said nothing, when I gave you nothing, and still you understood without needing words. You never made it feel too loud or asked me to figure it out. You let the moment slowly be, and that was enough for me. I didn't have to explain or push through all the pain. You just stayed the same and never played a game. You stayed when I was quiet again, not now, not then. quiet, and that's why I stay too. We don't have to say a word, still I feel like I am heard in the way you stay with me, in the quiet naturally. I used to fill every space with something just in case. Silence felt too hard to hold, like something turning cold. But you don't make it feel that way. You don't rush what I can't say. You just sit here next to me and let it be. You make silence feel safe, like I don't have to escape, like I don't need to explain or hide away. You make silence feel right, not heavy, not tight, just something we can share without repair. I don't feel the need to speak, to prove something or to keep what we have from falling through, because it stays with you. There's no pressure in your eyes, no need to justify everything I cannot say or feel today. You make silence feel safe again, not now, not then, just something I can trust without turning to dust. Maybe this is what it means to love between the scenes, not loud, not hard to hold, just quiet. Both know you make silence feel safe, and I never had that before. I was ready to adjust every part of who I was, just to fit inside a space that would never hold my place. I learned to change the way I spoke, hide the things I never showed, bend myself into a shape that I thought you'd wanna take. But you don't look at me that way. You don't ask me to rearrange. You don't question who I've been or try to make me different. You didn't ask me to change or rewrite my name. You just let me stay exactly the same. You didn't ask me to be more than I was before. You just stood with me and let me be free. I don't feel like I'm too much or not enough to touch something real between us two, because I'm still me with you. You don't try to fix my past or make my broken pieces match. You just take them as they are and don't pull them apart. You didn't ask me to change again, not now, not then. Just something I can trust without turning to dust. Maybe this is what it means to love without extremes. Not shaping who I am, but holding out your hand. And I don't try to become someone I'm not from. I just stay here in my skin and let you in. You didn't ask me to change, and that changed everything. I don't overthink the way you look at me or what you say. I don't question every sign or read between the lines. It doesn't feel like I might fall or lose myself inside it all. It just flows so naturally, like it's meant to be. You feel easy to love, not something I have to push, not something I have to chase, just something I embrace. You feel easy to love tonight. Everything feels right, no pressure in the air, just something we both share. I don't hold on to control or feel it slipping from my soul. I just stay here as I am and let it stand. You don't make it feel unclear. There's nothing I have to fear. It's simple in the way it moves, in everything you do. You feel easy to love again, not now, not then. Just something I can trust without turning to dust. Maybe this is what it means to love without extremes. Not losing who I am, just reaching out my hand. And I don't try to rush ahead or replay what's been said. I just let it slowly grow at a pace I know. You feel easy to love, and I don't question it. I used to step back every time something felt a little right, like it would slip right through my hands or leave me where I stand. I used to guard what I could feel, afraid of what it might reveal, afraid that if I let it stay, it would slowly fade away. But something's different here with you. It doesn't feel like what I knew. There's no rush, there's no disguise, just something real behind your eyes. I'm not afraid of this tonight. It feels right, not something I have to hide or keep inside. I'm not afraid of what we are or where we are. it wants to be. I don't look for what could break or every risk that I could take. I just stay here in the now and let it happen how it's now. You don't make me second guess or feel like I need less. You let me stand here as I am and take my hand. I'm not afraid of this again, not now, not then. Just something I can trust without turning to dust. Maybe this is what it means to love between the scenes, not losing what I've grown, but letting something new be shown. And I don't try to hold too tight or question what is right. I just let it slowly grow at a pace we know. I'm not afraid of this, and I'm not walking away. I've known what it feels like to fall, to lose myself inside it all, to chase something I couldn't hold, or something that would turn cold. But this is not that kind of thing. It doesn't pull on every string. It doesn't rush, it doesn't break. It just stays in every space. This feels like something real, not something I have to feel too fast or too strong. Just something that belongs. This feels like something true tonight. Everything aligns, not perfect, not ideal, but something I can feel. I don't question every move or wonder what I'll lose. I just stay here in this space and let it take its place. You don't make me feel unsure or leave me wanting more. You just give what you can give and let me live. This feels like something real again, not now, not then. Just something I can trust without turning to dust. Maybe this is what it means to live between extremes, not falling out of place, but finding steady space. And I don't try to hold too tight or question if it's right. I just let it slowly grow at a pace we know. This feels like something real, and I don't wanna lose it. I don't say it out too loud, don't wanna break what we found. I've seen how things can fall apart when you rush into the start. But something here feels different now. I don't question it somehow. It doesn't shake, it doesn't move. It just slowly proves the truth. I think this could last, not too fast, not something that fades away in just a few days. I think this could stay in a quiet way, not loud, not hard to hold, just steady as we grow. I don't need to know it all or build a perfect wall. I just take it as it comes without running from. You don't promise everything or try to give me wings. You just stay and let it be, and that's enough for me. I think this could last again, not now, not then, just something I can trust without turning to dust. Maybe this is how it starts, not with falling hearts, but something calm and true between me and you. And I don't try to hold too tight or question if it's right. I just let it slowly grow at a pace we know. I think this could last, and I'm not afraid to stay.